20 hours. That's it. You can go from knowing nothing about any skill that you can think of. Want to learn a language? Want to learn how to draw? Want to learn how to juggle flaming chainsaws? If you put 20 hours of focused, deliberate practice into that thing, you will be astounded at how good you are.
I have to want this to exist in the world. I have to not, so it's a similar rule, just say, if this was successful and I had nothing and I was not involved and I got no money off it or wasn't what I wanted to do well. That's a great check, I think, to know if you really feel good about the idea and can be passionate about it.
So today, as you look forward to what you're going to be doing over the next year or so, what are you most focused on?
I'm most focused on trust building. We are a young company, and I think trust is something that we have to earn through actions. For example, through our continued investment in safety. So that is a big focus for me, that we are focused on not only growing our business, but earning trust with the right stakeholders around the world along the way.
You know, your role has fluctuated.
Yeah.
You were the main guy here tonight. Was that a mindset for you coming into this game?
Definitely, man. I'm super blessed and grateful, like I always, first and foremost, thank to the man above for allowing me to go out. Without him, I wouldn't be here, and my mindset never changes, man. My role may change, but my mind don't. We have an unbelievable team with Y and PGI, and I know my job changed a little bit, but tonight we did it together, which is great.
Hey, Russ, Jimmy Jackson, look, congratulations on the win.
And so it's amazing, pretty much anything that you can think of. What do you want to do? The major barrier to learning something new is not intellectual. It's not the process of you learning a bunch of little tips or tricks or things. The major barrier is emotional. We're scared. Feeling stupid doesn't feel good. In the beginning of learning anything new, you feel really stupid. So the major barrier is not intellectual, it's emotional. But put 20 hours into anything. Doesn't matter. What do you want to learn? Do you want to learn language? Do you want to learn how to cook? Do you want to learn how to draw? What turns you on? What lights you up? Go out and do that thing. It only takes 20 hours. Have fun.
If you're not coming up with 10 ideas a day, that's why I have this thing. If I'm not filling up this page every single day, then my idea muscle will atrophy. And I started this in 2001, and I still do it every single day. Like, you have to come up with ideas every single day, or the idea muscle atrophies. The good news is, after about 6 months of doing that, you're like a machine. Like, people get surprised at how many ideas you could just have.
The hardest thing to do is start. You have all these ideas, and everyone has an idea, but it's really about executing the idea and building the idea and attracting other people to help you work on the idea. That is the biggest challenge. But the way to begin is to get the idea out of your head, draw it out, talk about it, program it if you're a programmer, or make it if you're building something.
Every time when we as humans feel something is lacking, the answer is just consume more, which means just go out and look where are you going to find something that is going to fill up that gap, to fill up that hole that you are feeling. That is the approach that we have outside.
It's very rewarding when you work on something you think is going to make a big difference. And yeah, it's a little bit harder, but I think the passion that one might bring with it brings so much more energy to that you're more likely to succeed.
Most startups that fail do it ultimately because they did not make something that people wanted. They made something that that they thought people would want, but they were either in denial about it, whether it was actually any good, or somebody else came along and made something that people wanted even more.